when you kick off after dark. And the Cyclones will kick it away first. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Utah Utes offense will have the first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
They'll try to run for it. Fights off a defender. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wilson to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back get a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
The Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. Right back to the well. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll keep it himself. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Utes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The inside handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Simmons. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Leaves it with the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Unloads quickly. Touchdown, Utah! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will take the field for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
The Cyclones really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll run the sneak for it.
You don't even see quarterbacks under center very often, but when you do, and it's short yardage, you kind of know what's coming, but it didn't matter. Quarterback does a great job. Find some space, keep those feet moving, just fall forward and get that yardage, and he gets the big first down.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Cyclones will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. On the ground, it's Parker. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Out of the gun, the inside give. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Utes have this offense rolling. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, the inside give. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, give on the inside. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown run.
14, Iowa State, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the... as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Wilson will throw. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Utes send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He holds it in and nobody's close.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
He'll throw it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll do it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Wilson to pass. Pressure coming. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far at Ames.
And the Utes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside his own 10, the ball pops out on the return.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them, so a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a...
Turning it on! Lowers those pads. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move there. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Cyclones are rolling down the field. Here's the handoff. Hard running there. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Pocket breaking down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. And it slips just inside that right upright. Now the lead is down to 11. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. The thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Power football with the run. Makes it past the marker. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. He's at the and he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The Utes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Quarterback on the keeper. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Leads it with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Cyclones come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
Wilson will throw. Using the quick game. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Steps away to find some room. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And the Utes will punt this one away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. From the gun, running back on the move. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
Running to the left. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Cyclones can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Townsend. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Cyclones will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa State! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Rides to back and leaves it to the 43-yard line, and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Looking for space. It's Green. Good.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He'll keep it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of the big play coming on 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They stop him right at the 25-yard line. That's well short of the 1st down, certainly in field goal range, but let's see what they do here. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. Fourth down, need a conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big fourth down conversion.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll go to the fullback. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Utes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Utes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Goes straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. West Virginia dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from Tavon Austin to Stedman Bailey, I think we may have just seen the next great one emerge. Fun one in the Big 12, Ben. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national champion.